my name's Liz, I'm the baker that sews. Welcome to my channel if you're new and welcome back if you are a subscriber. As always, it's really lovely to have you here as I share my sewing journey. So today's video is one of my Sunday sewing catch-ups and we're on episode 40. Thank you so much for coming back and watching my videos and liking them and commenting as well. I really enjoy reading all of your comments and I am slowly working my way through replying to them all. I've got about 20 videos where I need to reply to the comments, so thank you so much for bearing with me whilst I get back to you. So before I share what I'm wearing, I just wanted to say I have been a little bit poorly this week. So I don't know if you can hear, but my voice is not 100%. I've actually had laryngitis this week. My voice has been on and off all week. I've had a really annoying sort of little cough where I've felt like I've needed to clear my throat quite a lot. So apologies if I am doing that throughout this video. I'm hoping I can last all the way through the video. But yeah, I'm still struggling with my voice a little bit. If anyone's got any top tips, because I need to use my voice for teaching, I found it quite difficult. I was teaching PE outside on Wednesday and it was so difficult to project my voice because it just kept going. So if anyone's got any top tips for rescuing a voice box, please let me know because I'm desperate. I need my voice throughout the whole day. And then I'm also just getting over a middle ear infection, so I can't really hear properly out of this ear. It has meant that I've been a little bit dizzy and my balance has been a bit wobbly this week as well, and I actually fell over on Wednesday at school and the children were absolutely gorgeous with me and rushed straight over to make sure that I was okay. I was fine. Managed to escape unscathed, didn't have any bruises or anything like that either. But yes, I've had a bit of a tough week really with my voice and also my balance with my ear as well, but I'm on the mend. I seem to be getting there, which is great. So on to what I'm wearing. I'm wearing one of my favourite jumpsuits. It's a true bias pattern and it's the Nova jumpsuit. Made in this lovely red and white cotton jersey that I got from, I think I got this from Material Girl Laura when she was still doing fabric. And it's absolutely gorgeous. It's a cotton jersey, so it's super comfortable. The Nova jumpsuit, you can have the elastic going across the tummy or you can choose to leave it off. It's got pockets, which I absolutely love. And then on the bottom, you've got the elastic at the cuff as well. And they're really roomy, super comfortable, and definitely like secret pajamas. This is the sort of thing that I wouldn't wear to work because it's quite low cut and it's quite low at the back as well. So I tend to wear these sorts of things at the weekend because I know that I can't get wear out of them during the week. I'll put pictures in of me wearing it, and as always, I'll link everything down below where possible. I have got a couple of pieces of fabric that I've dug out from my stash, which I should be able to still link them down below. If not, I'll just link the fabric shops. I haven't got any new fabric to share with you today. I'm being really mindful of when I buy fabric and what I buy it for, and I've still got drawers and drawers full of fabric behind me and lots of projects. So I am thinking really carefully about my fabric purchases, so I haven't bought any fabric this week. So I've just got a couple of pieces from my stash to share with you. So I always start these videos with things that I've been sewing this week, and I talked in my last video about wanting to sew up some Yanta overalls and then also having a go at turning some seersucker fabric into the Saguaro set, which was the new Friday Pattern Company pattern. So I have managed to sew up both of those, and then I also managed to get my Harveya jacket sewn up by Megan Nielsen. So I've got those three things to share with you today. So I think I'll start with the Saguaro set because I absolutely love it and I'm so thrilled that it's finished. So the Saguaro set is a pattern by Friday Pattern Company. I'm sure you've seen it. It's a beautiful new pattern. I absolutely love it. I've seen loads of people sewing up sets, but then I've also seen people pairing the top with different bottoms and the bottoms with a different top as well. And then I can see the set that I've made working in a similar way. So I can see the top going with different bottoms and I can see the bottoms going with different tops as well. So it's a pattern by Friday Pattern Company. It's called the Saguaro set. So it's got this gorgeous top, which is a very deep plunging V, and then there's the option to add the tie. With mine, I've added the tie, and then it's elasticated on the bottom. It's got these really gorgeous oversized grown-on sleeves, and then you've got the bottoms, which have got a drawstring, and they're finished with elastic at the top, and they're fairly wide-legged as well, and they go all the way down to your ankle. In terms of sizes, it starts at an extra small and goes up to a 7X. So for an extra small, it's a 32 to 33 inch bust measurement, 24 to 25 inch waist measurement, and 34 to 35 inch hip measurement. And then for a 7X, 59 to 60 inch bust measurement, 52 to 53 inch waist measurement, and 62 to 63 inch hip measurement. In terms of fabric recommendations, They recommend light to mid-weight woven fabrics like a linen, rayon, tencel, silk or cottons would be great. And I've used a cotton seersucker which works absolutely perfectly. So the Saguaro set's a 2-piece woven set made up of elastic waistband, pants and a pullover top. It's the perfect outfit for road trips through the desert, sunset walks on the beach or dancing the night away. The pants feature roomy pockets and a waistband with a drawstring, and the top has a plunging V neckline that includes the optional tie closure. You can wear the top backwards or forwards, and this flowy set is easy to sew and fun to wear with endless options for customization. So I'll just show you the line drawings just so you can see what they look like. These are the line drawings. It's a really lovely set. I was a little bit apprehensive about sewing up the top because it's fairly cropped, but actually there's minimal tummy shown with it. And I think this will be a perfect set to wear on holiday. So let me show you my top first, made in this gorgeous seersucker cotton fabric that I got from Namazi Fabrics. I just absolutely love that print. And I'd had it in my stash for a while and wasn't sure what to turn it into, and loads of you recommended the Saguaro set, so thank you so much, because I think it works perfectly. I worked really hard on pattern matching at the front, and then I also did the same on the trousers as well. So it's got this really plunging V, as you can see, and then I've chosen to add the ties. So they are optional, but I think on all of mine I will definitely add the ties because it just helps to bring it in with that plunging V. And then you've got that gorgeous elastic band at the bottom. And then they've got these really beautiful grown on sleeves, which are fairly oversized. And I just really love it. I think it's a really cute top. And I think this would go with lots of things that I've got in my wardrobe, like pairs of shorts. I think it would make a really cute summer outfit. So that's the top. And then the bottoms have got elastic. I always notice that I've got little bits of thread when I've finished, and I think I've got all the threads. But anyway, they've got drawstring here. They've got elastic. They're quite high-waisted. And then they've got these really lovely sort of slanted pockets, which I love. And I really took my time with pattern matching on the front. I really wanted to make sure that those stripes were really lined, and then the same on the back. So I'm really pleased with that. And then these are fairly wide-legged as well, actually. They work really nicely in this cotton. They're really lightweight, and they're going to be really breathable as well, especially in that warm weather. So I'm really pleased that I've managed to sew up that set, so much so, and I really enjoyed sewing it up. I've cut out actually 2 to sew up, hopefully over the next week. So I'll share those plans at the end of this video. But that's the first thing that I got sewn up. Absolutely love them, and I'll share pictures now so you can see what they look like on me. And then the next thing, I think I love the Saguaro set, but I think this is actually my favourite thing that I've sewn up this week. When I bought this fabric from the Fabric Revival, I knew exactly what it needed to be turned into, and I had a really clear idea in my head that I wanted some really bright, funky overalls, and that's exactly what I've got. So I used this gorgeous corduroy fabric it's like a really bright green, and then it's got these daisies all over it. I just think it's such a fun fabric. And I wanted to turn it into the Helen's Closet Yanta overalls, and that's exactly what I've done. So if I hold them up, I've done my usual slight tack where I don't put buttons and buttonholes on. Instead, I go for the dungaree fastening. So that's what they look like there. I will put pictures of me wearing these, but I absolutely love them. And I've got a white t-shirt that goes perfectly with these because I just want this amazing fabric to really shine. I absolutely love the Yantas. They've got this lovely back detail. They're quite wide without being oversized. You've got pockets at the front, pockets at the back. You've got the bib pocket as well, which is lovely. And I just think this fabric works absolutely perfectly for this pattern. I think it's really fun, and I can't wait to wear them to work. I think the children are going to absolutely love them. So the Yanta overalls is a pattern by Helen's Closet. Here they are. I absolutely love the pattern. You can sew up full length overalls, or you can do the shorts overalls. I'm yet to do the shorts actually, but I think that would be a really fun pattern for the summer. I've always just sewn up the full sized overalls, and I've got so many pairs in my wardrobe now because I absolutely love the pattern. It fits me really nicely and it's super comfortable. So here are some more line drawings. So you've got view A and then you've got view B. So the Yanta overalls are a laid back artistic style overall with a comfortable fit through the waist, hips and legs. They have classic features like a V-shaped back and a pointed chest pocket. And the Yanta straps are secured. You're supposed to secure them using buttons, but I always on mine use dungaree buckles, because it just means that I can adjust the straps when I need to, if I've got like a more of an oversized top on underneath and I might need to make them slightly looser. So I just use dungaree buckles with the buttons, and then you get the fastening for the buttons to secure them in place. That is just my preference with finishing them off. Make your Yanta overalls cropped pants or summery shorts. Both views have front and back patch pockets. And the Yanta's comfortable, modern and fun to sew. Comes in sizes 0 to 30, and in terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend medium to heavyweight woven fabrics like a cotton twill, denim up to 10 ounces, linen, corduroy and canvas. Crisp, lightweight fabrics like a cotton and lightweight linen can also be used for warmer weather overalls. And then you can use more drapey fabrics like a tencel twill, wool crepe or linen viscose slub if you want to experiment with a softer, less structured look. In terms of sizes, for a 0, it's a high bust measurement of 29 inches, full bust measurement of 31 inches, a waist measurement of 24 inches and a hip measurement of 33 inches. And then for a 30, it's a 54-inch high bust measurement, 56-inch full bust measurement, 48-inch waist measurement and 58-inch hip measurement. I'm really pleased with how they've finished. That's the classic bib pocket, which is pointed, and then you've got this lovely back detail as well. And then you do a lot of top stitching, so it's top stitched here. I don't know if you can see that. You top stitch the seams here, and then you've got more top stitching on the front. You've got top stitching on the pockets. I find top stitching quite relaxing and quite therapeutic and really enjoyable. So just to say, there is quite a lot of top stitching with this pattern. But yeah, I can't wait to wear them, and they just make me smile. I think that fabric is just such a fun fabric. I'm really, really pleased with another pair of Yanta overalls, and hopefully the spring weather sometimes is a little bit cooler, so I think I will still get some wear out of them as we head towards the warmer months. And then the final thing that I've got round to sewing, I've had cut out for a couple of weeks, and I've talked about it loads in my Sunday sewing catch-ups, but it's the Megan Nielsen Harveya jacket, and I've had it cut out using this quilting fabric that I got from the Fabric Revival. That's where the corduroy fabric is from as well. I don't know if I said that, but I've had it cut out for ages. And so I wanted to sew up, I don't know if you're going to be able to see, but I wanted to sew up VUC. So VUC is like a longer length coat / jacket. With deep slanted pockets. It's got belt, which is optional, and then it's got like this collar detail that comes all the way down, and that's exactly what I've managed to sew up. The reason I wanted to go for the longer version was because I wanted to use as much of this gorgeous fabric as possible, and I had a couple of meters, and I did manage to get it out of 2 meters of this quilting fabric. I love it's quite a lightweight quilting fabric, I think it's going to be the perfect sort of layering piece for the spring weather. But I love that blue with all those geometric patterns and shapes all over it. I think it's really fun. So I have sewn up the longer version. Those are the slanted pockets, and then the pockets have got this facing detail, which means that they're sort of semi-lined. The fabric is lined anyway, so I didn't, there's an option to line the jacket, but I didn't do that because the quilting fabric had this grey fabric on the inside. It's got this sort of collar detail coming all the way down, goes all the way around to the back, and then all the way down the other side as well. And then you've got belt loops on either side. It's going to be a bit tricky to show you the other side. It's quite busy, but there's belt loops on either side, and then I've got this belt as well that goes all the way around. I'll pop it on so you can see what it looks like, but I will put pictures in of me wearing it as well. It's really comfortable, and I think it's going to be perfect for keeping myself warm at school when the weather's still a little bit chilly. So this is what it looks like if I pass. So this is what it looks like with the belt, and then those are the pockets. The pockets are really deep, and I really love them. And then if I stand up, you can see the length. So my knee's here, so it stops just above my knee. To be honest, I don't think I'm going to need the belt because I worry that with the belt it looks a little bit like a dressing gown. So I would probably just have it open, but then I've got the belt if I do want to kind of bring it in a little bit. I love the pockets because they're really roomy and they're quite deep. The pockets go down to here, and the pockets are caught into this, what's this called? Like a collar band that goes all the way down. So they're caught into there, and then they're caught into the side seam as well. So you only, when you're attaching the pockets, have to finish the bottom, and then I've got that facing on the pocket as well to give a really clean finish on the inside. So that's what the pockets look like. The sleeves are quite long. I mean, I could turn them up if I wanted to, but I quite like the length of them because I don't like being cold. So sometimes I do tend to do that. But I'm really pleased with how it's turned out. I also remembered to put in my hanging loop. I always forget to do that when I'm sewing up jackets and coats. And yeah, I think this is going to be something that really adds to my spring wardrobe as an extra layering piece. I think I am going to have to be careful with what I pair this with because this is obviously quite a busy fabric. But I've got quite a few plain things in my wardrobe which I think this will go with. But yeah, I'm really pleased that I've managed to get that sewn up as well. I just absolutely loved that fabric. So I'm really pleased that it's been turned into a wearable garment that's going to add lots of value to my spring wardrobe and also my autumn winter wardrobe, because I think I'll be able to wear it as like an oversized cardigan as well, with a coat on over the top. I'll give you some information about the Harveya jacket. So it's a Megan Nielsen pattern. There are loads of different variations. There's a view A, B, C, D, E and F. There they all are with all their different variations. It's a loose fit drop shoulder jacket and coat that features multiple lengths, deep angled featured pockets. You can opt to line it or you can do quilting options, and there's belt or tie closures. In terms of fabrics, I recommend light to medium weight fabrics like a cotton, linen, chambray blend, which are recommended for the quilted versions B, D and F. And then it says to avoid thick fabrics or these versions can become bulky. Medium weight fabrics like a linen, cotton or medium heavyweight coating fabric like a boiled, felted or suiting wool are recommended for views A, C and E. And then pre-quilted fabrics are suitable for all of the views, and I had a pre-quilted fabric that I've used. In terms of sizes, I have got the printed pattern, so I've got sizes 0 to 20, but I know that there's an extended size range, and I'll link that down below. So for for a size 0, it's a 32-inch bust measurement, 24-inch waist measurement and 34-inch hip measurement. And then for a 20, it's a 46-inch bust measurement, 38-inch waist measurement and 48-inch hip measurement. So I'm really pleased that I went for the longer length that you can see here, but I've gone for the collar band, and I've also gone for the belt as well, which is view C. So I can definitely see myself sewing up some of these shorter versions as well, as an extra layer for like the summer, you know, those cooler evenings where you do need a little jacket to pop on. I really like the look of this version on the front, and I really like that delicate tie detail there. So I'm really pleased with that one as well. On to some fabric that I've dug out from my stash that I'd like your suggestions for, please. The first one is a fabric that I fell in love with my teacher hat on, and I'd really like to turn this into something that I can wear to school, but it's such a busy fabric that I really don't know what pattern to use. I had a couple of thoughts myself, but then I was worried about distorting the print. I got this fabric from the lovely Faye, who has a company called Faye Studio Jepson. And it's a cotton poplin, and it's got all of these children all over it on a mint background. I just absolutely fell in love with that fabric. I thought it was perfect for something to wear to school. It's so fun and really cute, but because it's got all these children all over it, I've absolutely no idea what to turn it into. I feel like it needs to be, I would really like to turn it into a dress, but I worry about having any of those children distorted. So I feel like it needs to have quite a plain bodice and perhaps quite a plain skirt. But I also, as you know, if you've watched me for a while, know that I'm a massive fan of a ruffle, and I could really see this being gathered into a ruffle, but I don't know if that would look right with the fabric print. So it's a cotton poplin. I have got 2 meters of the fabric. It is quite a narrow fabric, so if anyone's got any suggestions on what I can turn it into, then please do let me know in the comments below, because every time I go through my stash, I'm reminded of how fun this fabric is and how beautiful it is, and I just don't really know what to turn it into. So please do let me know in the comments below if you've got any suggestions. It's really lovely and lightweight, and it's on that mint background as well, so I really feel like it should be a spring summer garment. But as yet I haven't got inspiration on what to turn it into, so please do let me know in the comments about that fabric. If Faye's got any of that fabric left, I will link it down below, but I know her fabrics sell out quite quickly. And then the next fabric is a cotton jersey fabric. It's on a navy background and it's got cheetahs all over it, or leopards. I can never tell what animal this is. And then leaves and flowers and palm trees. And I'd originally bought this because I thought I was going to turn it into a dress, but then I was a little bit unsure about whether I should turn it into a dress. I really love the print. I think it's really fun. If I've got any left, then I'm definitely going to use it to turn it into some baby clothes for my friends that have just had babies. But I want to turn it into something for me. So I'd originally thought that I could use it for the Friday Pattern Company Westcliff dress. But then I don't know, because it's on a dark background. I wasn't sure if I'd be a little bit too warm in that fabric. It's a cotton jersey that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. I just absolutely love that print. The other thing that I thought I could turn it into was the True Bias Nova jumpsuit that I've got on at the moment. But again, I don't know if I'd be too warm. I've got 3 meters of this fabric and it's a fairly wide fabric too. So I'd really love your suggestions on what I could turn this into. It's a cotton jersey, navy background. It's got all these gorgeous animals and flowers and trees all over it. There's a little bit of drape to it, a little bit of movement. So I'd really love your suggestions because I've got 3 meters of that fabric. So please let me know in the comments below what you think this should be turned into. I think the children would really love to see me wearing this fabric at school. We've just been learning about jungle animals, and I do like having outfits that I can match to the learning. So I'm really keen to turn this into something. So please do let me know in the comments below if you've got any suggestions for that fabric as well. So the next thing I wanted to share with you is 2 patterns that I've ordered because Satisfaction have got a pattern sale on at the moment, and they've got loads of their paper patterns that are on sale at the moment. I link their shop down below. They're making space because they have they used to have a shop that you could go and visit, but now they've turned it into another sort of space that they're going to use for their classes that they have on at Satisfaction. So they've currently got a massive sale of 40% off their printed patterns. So I link their shop down below if you want to go and check them out. It's been on for about a week, I think, that sale, so there might not be very many patterns left, but I thought I'd let you know about it just in case you're looking for any patterns. So when Shona shared it in the Satisfaction stories, I headed over and had a little look, and there were 2 patterns that I've had my eye on for a while. I've seen so many beautiful versions over on Instagram, and I've got a cotton jersey fabric that I'm going to use to sew up these 2 patterns together to make a little matching set. So they're both by Closet Core, and it is the Plateau joggers and then the Mile End sweatshirt, and it's the Mile End sweatshirt I've seen so many beautiful versions of. I'll grab the fabric so you can see what it looks like. I'm going to use this cotton jersey that I got from Sew Me Sunshine. There's a black background and it's got all these gorgeous colourful shapes all over it, like lilacs and peaches and yellows and whites, and there's sort of beige colours as well. And I think this will make a really cute matching sweatshirt and joggers set. So that's what I'm going to use this fabric for. So I just thought I'd share the patterns with you just in case you haven't seen them. I think they've been out for a while. But I have ummed and ahed about whether I needed the patterns in my stash, and then because Satisfaction had the sale on, I thought yes I do, so I went and bought both of them. So I'm just waiting for them to arrive, so I don't have them in front of me at the moment, but I'll put in pictures of what they look like just in case you haven't seen them. But I think they're going to make a really gorgeous sort of matching set. So the Mile End sweater is a modern take on a classic slouchy oversized fit sort of jumper. There's 3 different views. View A is a crew neck with a band neckline. View B gathers the front band at the waist with a fabric tie, and I really love that look. And then view C is a unique hoodie with a deep crossover neckline and then kangaroo pocket. So I think I'm going to sew up view B because I really love the front band where it's gathered at the waist. I think that's a really lovely unique feature. All views have got a curved back yoke and 2-piece darted sleeve, which I think will be really interesting to sew up. So in terms of fabric recommendations, they recommend thicker knit fabrics like cotton fleece, French terry, ponte and double knit with 15% crosswise stretch. So the cotton jersey that I'm planning to use is slightly lighter in weight, but I do think it will still work. In terms of sizes, it comes in 0 to 20, which is printed and PDF, or 14 to 32, which is a PDF only. So for a size 0, it's a full bust measurement of 31 inches, a high bust measurement of 29 inches, a waist measurement of 24 inches, and a hip measurement of 32 inches. And then for a 32, it's a full bust measurement of 60 inches, a high bust measurement of 56 inches, a waist measurement of 53 inches, and a hip measurement of 63 inches. So that's the first pattern, and that's the Mylen sweater, and I'm really looking forward to sewing up view B. And then the other pattern that goes with it is the plateau joggers. So they're an elevated take on a classic joggers pattern. And the high rise, wrap round pockets, and then they've got a comfortable elasticated waist. There's two different variations. So view A is a relaxed fit pants with an optional drawstring, and then there's two different ankle finishes. So you can do a fabric cuff or you can do gathered elastic for the ankle. And then view B is a shorts with a gently scalloped hem, which I really love the look of as well. In terms of fabric recommendations, it's the same fabric recommendations as the Mylen sweater, so a thicker knit fabric like a cotton fleece, French terry, ponte and double knit with at least 15% crosswise stretch. But I think the cotton jersey fabric will still work really nicely for the joggers as well. In terms of sizes, it's the same size bandings, so 0 to 20, which is a printed pattern or PDF, and then 14 to 32, which is a PDF only. For a 0, it's a bust measurement of 31 inches, a waist measurement of 24 inches, and a hip measurement of 33 inches. And then for a size 32, it's a 60-inch bust measurement, 53-inch waist measurement, and 63-inch hip measurement. So I just wanted to mention those patterns, just in case you don't know about them. I'm very excited about them arriving in the post. And I can't wait to turn that fabric into sort of a matching set. I think it's going to look really cute. And then I think I would be able to pair the joggers just with a plain t-shirt as well. And then vice versa, the jumper with just something plain on the bottom as well. And because it's a black background, I think I could also draw on all of those colours that are in there. So I've got a lilac t-shirt, I've got a mustard t-shirt, I've actually got a peach t-shirt as well. And then I've got a black t-shirt, so I could pull all of those t-shirts out and they would go really nicely with the joggers, and vice versa. I've got a couple of plain bottoms that would go really nicely with a jazzier jumper as well. So the next thing I wanted to share with you was two YouTube channels. So the lovely Georgie, who is Hey So Georgie over on Instagram, has just started a YouTube channel, so she's got her first video up there. So I'll link her down below. I've watched her first video, it was lovely, and I love shouting out new channels, so do go and give Georgie a follow at Hey So Georgie over on Instagram. I'm sure you follow her already, but also she's got a YouTube channel now, so I'm looking forward to seeing her content. And then the other YouTube channel I've just discovered, it's a lovely Lisa, who is One Lisa Show, over on Instagram, but also over on YouTube. She's got a couple of videos up at the moment, and she takes part in the Friday Sews videos, which are always really enjoyable to watch. I love watching the Friday Sews videos either on a Friday evening or a Saturday evening, because that's when I tend to do my sewing. On a Friday evening, we all like to chill out. We'll usually watch a film together, but then when my children go to bed, then I get to do a couple of hours of sewing whilst my husband plays on his Xbox. And then on a Saturday evening, I tend to have a couple of hours of sewing as well, unless I'm going out for dinner with friends or family. And that's when I like to watch the Friday Sews vlogs. So I like having a catalogue of videos that I can just have on in the background. So that's Hey So Georgie, and then that's also One Lisa Show. And I'll link their channels down below, and also their Instagram pages if you haven't followed them already. And then the next thing I wanted to share was a sewing challenge, which I've seen over on Instagram. So it hasn't started yet, but it's being run by Adam_Sews and also One Lisa Show over on Instagram. I'll link their pages down below so you can go and give them a follow. The date to reveal your makes is the 30th of June 2022. There's a hashtag for it, which is hashtag HeMadeJune22, and we're being encouraged to sew up something for your man or boy in your life, and then sharing it on the 30th of June, and tagging Adam_Sews and One Lisa Show in your finished makes using the hashtag HeMadeJune22, and there are going to be prizes as well. I'm sure there'll be lots more information coming about that challenge, and I will update you as there are more there's more rules and information that is shared about that challenge. But I wanted to let you know, start thinking about male garments, so things that you can sew for the man in your life or the boys in your life as well. I've got a couple of friends that have had baby boys, so I can definitely get on board sewing up some little boys' clothes and share those on the 30th of June. And then the final thing I like to finish my videos with is my sewing plans for the week. So I've got a couple of pieces of fabric Before I do that, actually, I've just remembered I've got my Helen's Closet Yanta overalls in the lilac denim that I wanted to show you, because I shared last Sunday that I had a stain down there. I'd eaten a curry that was made with lots and lots of green herbs, and I'd spilt it down the bib, and then I had a really dark green stain that I couldn't get off the bib. Here is the bib, completely stain free, which I'm absolutely delighted with. So thank you so much to everybody for your top tips on how to remove that stain. The thing that worked was rubbing in some washing up liquid, rubbing it in over the stain and leaving it for a couple of hours, and then washing the overalls on their own to get the stain out, and it worked. So thank you so much. I'm so pleased that my lilac Yanta overalls are no longer stained, and I just need to be more careful when I'm wearing them. So on to my sewing plans for the week. I've got a couple of offcuts of fabric. So I have got this, I think it's a viscose crepe that I got from Sew Me Sunshine years ago. I fell in love with that gorgeous colour. Green's my favourite colour, and I just absolutely loved it. So I've got a little offcut of this fabric left because I've already cut out what I'm going to turn it into. And I'm going to use the Friday Pattern Company Saguaro set. This is a really lovely drapey viscose, and I wanted to see what the set would sew up like in a viscose. And I feel like this will create quite a dressy Saguaro set. So I've got it cut out, and I'm hoping to start sewing it up this week, and fingers crossed I can get it finished in the week. And then also I've got some fruity cotton lawn fabric that I got from Hey So Sister. It's absolutely gorgeous, really lovely, fresh, pastel-y, summery colours, spring summer colours. And I was originally going to use this fabric to sew up a dress, but I've actually changed my mind, and I'm going to use it to sew up a really lovely summery set. And I'm going to use the Saguaro pattern for this fabric as well. And I think this cotton lawn is so lovely, soft and lightweight. It'll make a really gorgeous set for the summer. And with both of them, I think I could use the top to go with plain bottoms, and then the trousers to go with plain tops. I think they'll be really versatile. So I've got both of those cut out, and I'm really excited about sewing them up. I think they're going to produce really cute little sets that I can wear at different sort of events and things. We're going to a festival at the end of May, so I'm hoping at least one of my Saguaro sets would be able to come with me to the festival. And then the other thing I'm going to sew up, I've shared this in my video quite a few times, but I've had it cut out for a couple of weeks. But it is the Sabina skirt, which is the free pattern by the Little Pomegranate. And I've got it cut out in that strawberry print chambray fabric. And I just think that's going to be a really cute spring summer addition to my wardrobe. And then this one and this one are both fruity, so they can be entered into the fruity challenge, which is starting in June, which I talked about a few weeks ago. So they're all cut out, ready to start sewing up. So hopefully I'll get a bit of time this week to do some sewing. So that was everything I wanted to share with you today. Thank you as always for coming back and watching my videos, and also for your patience with me replying to any comments. I really do appreciate your likes, and I really appreciate your comments as well. Do let me know if you have sewn up any of the patterns I've talked about. I'm particularly excited about the joggers and the jumper patterns arriving in the post. So I'll have those next weekend, and maybe I'll get my little set cut out next weekend, ready to sew the following weekend. Thank you as always for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, I'd really love it if you could hit that subscribe button. You'll get notified of when I bring out my next video. I didn't bring out a video last Wednesday because I was still feeling a little bit poorly, but I usually do bring out a video on a Wednesday, and I also bring out videos every Sunday. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I'll be back soon with another video. Bye.